Hey guys, this is Limit of Londo, giving you part 13 of my Dark Souls 3 walkthrough. Today we're gonna finish off Irithyll of the Boreal Valley and defeat its area boss, which is Pontiff Sulyvahn. And we're gonna meet some, or one old friend at least, to proceed his quest line. But first, let's kill some of these spider freaks. They really look like they're... oh man. It really looks like they came up in some Japanese horror movie or The Grudge or something. With that long murky hair. Fairly easy to handle them, as long as you don't get poisoned or anything like that. And there's quite many in here in this room, so you gotta watch out because there's many of them was sleeping, so you won't see them because they're like covered in the water. And there's a couple up here too. As you can see, they're laying in wait, so unless you get to them first, they might ambush you. Dranghammer's OP. Excrement coat ashes. That's kinda nasty. So in here's Sigurd, and let's see what he's got to say.
Excuse me, I must have dozed off. It's rather warm in here. Well, hasn't it been all too long? It's good to see you. Oh, I seem to have missed my chance, so I, Siegwart of Katarina, offer my deepest gratitude. And a little surprise to go with it. It's all yours. I know. Won't you join me for dinner? I make a fine Esther soup. I've got some stewing right now. Even we undead deserve a little normalcy from time to time. And finally, upon this rendezvous, let us make a toast. To your valor, my sword, and our sworn duties. Long may the sun shine. Have you heard? Somewhere, hidden right here in Irithyll, is a deep dungeon. And even below that, the profaned capital, home of Yhorm, the reclusive giant lord. That reminds me, I've a grave promise to keep. Oh, sorry. I'm afraid I've cast a cloud over things. Well, I'm going to have myself a little nap. The only thing to do, really, after a nice toast.
So we got the Emit Force miracle, which is known to all who play the former games. It's a pretty nice miracle to push people up ledges and hills. So yeah, Sigurd is on a quest as well, as he said, and his old friend Yhorm is gonna be in the next part we're gonna do in the profane capital. See how that turns out. So in this room we're reacquainted with the Silver Knights from Dark Souls 1 and the Great Bow Archers. These knights patrol in Dark Souls 1. They patrol capital of Anor Londo, and the first time when at least when I came through here blind, I was thinking, what the hell? This place is kind of resembling Anor Londo with these rooms with all these pictures, and one of the pictures is portrayed Guinevere, the Sun Princess from the first game. So it makes you think and wonder, is Irithyll Anor Londo? Oh crap. Or is it the same? Time will show. The one thing that hasn't changed is the annoyance of these Silver Knights. They hit hard if they first hit you, so my advice is to try to maneuver around them or kick their shields. Oh, damn it. Kick their shields so they're left open to a riposte, and try to separate them from the Great Bow Archer. Because as you can imagine and see here, that it's really tough to handle two Silver Knights at once. Now this guy's really giving me some trouble. Let's see. Try to finish him off. There we go. Silver Knight shield. So we got the armor and the shield. Maybe we'll do a little switcheroo later, trying out the new gear. Now, on to the archer. He deserves a good punching. Oh, nice. So yeah, there's kind of a big resemblance of Anor Londo in this place of Irithyll. And later of the game we'll do some big discoveries, to say the least. Leo Ring, Smoke's Great Hammer, and Divine Blessing. And all these items are in the first game as well. So that's kind of cool. We'll continue out here, where we're gonna be meeting some more of those shadow people. And if I remember correctly, we're gonna meet a couple of those dreaded dogs again. Friggin' hate them. There they are, little fuckers. I hate these dogs. One down. Down you go. Friggin' baddie. So how you guys been into the new DLC speculation? I know there's been a lot of videos coming up now by bigger YouTubers like Vadi Video and Paragon DS, I think it's called. So most of the speculations is around Londo. That Londo is going to be the place to be in the DLC, upcoming one, that is. And yeah, according to a lot of item descriptions and research, kind of describes that Londo is the place to be, or the place that holds some answers. And I'm definitely for that, making Londo whole again. So it'll be cool to see. I also heard another one talking about the deep, and the deep being in DLC. And by the deep I mean, or they mean, the deep from where Aldrich got his power from, and the Cathedral of the Deep, because it's kind of associated with the Abyss, maybe. I don't really remember the reason, but it sounds pretty cool. Because if we're dealing with the Deep and the Abyss again, then maybe we'll see some old characters, or even Manus, Father of the Abyss, or maybe we'll need some new shards of Manus, which in Dark Souls 2 was what all the DLCs was about his shards, who became queens in each of their kingdom. That's a pretty cool storyline there. I would also like to see an Astora DLC where Solaire is reintroduced as a hero, or maybe a fallen villain. That would be magnificent. Either way, I think From Software is going to deliver. They totally delivered on the Bloodborne DLC, the Old Hunters. I think it's the best DLC they've made. I did like the DLCs from Dark Souls 2, but they weren't like breathtaking, but they were decent. So this is a very valid reason to come into this area from the back and not from the regular path, because then you're gonna be jumped like hell. Yeah, and like that. I should have disposed of him earlier. Frostbitten. Crud. Just wait it out. So up here is the boss, fog wall, but there's a couple of things we're gonna do first. We're gonna get some gestures, and we're gonna get some new items. But up here is a couple of annoying enemies, the Pontiff Knights. Oh man, here he comes. One Estus left. Come on. Oh man. Tactical retreat. Let's try a fire arms. A fire bombs, I mean. Oh. Come on. Die, you piece of junk. So that was pretty lucky. But now I've used up my fire bombs. And the other one is onto me. There is a couple of phantoms that I can summon for aid up there, but I don't think I'm gonna make it alive bypassing that night. So instead I want to show you guys something first, which I forgot earlier, and it's this shortcut right here, which leads to the bonfire where we met Anri. If you recognize this, straight ahead is the road to the Church of Yorska. Let's use the Divine Blessing. Alright guys, let's face the last nights that's making so much trouble for us. Alright, here we go. Should have kicked him instead, but man, that attack is devastating. All good things. So here we got the Londor Pale Shade, and we're gonna summon him. Not for the boss fight, but for his gesture. Because if you want all the gestures in the game for the trophy or achievements, you gotta summon this guy. And he'll give you the dual bow, the bow. And over here is Blackhand Gotthard, and he too will give you a gesture. There's a third phantom here, and that is Andrea of Astoria, but we won't summon her now, as she doesn't give us any gestures. Buy my sword. And yeah, to make it easier, you could take these two phantoms with you and clear the last area, which is kinda inhabited by a lot of enemies. So to make things easier, we'll let them stick around. So here too, a shortcut to the Church of Yorska. And in that room there's a lot of enemies, so those two summons make good companions. First, let's try to deal with that fire witch. Yeah, let's just go for it. Oh, crud. So that didn't go as expected. And let's try this again with a plunging attack this time. That's much better. So we got our two pals with us, and it's time to take on these guys. Oh. I think there's supposed to be a lot more people there. Oh, there they are. Two knights and a fire witch. Makes for a pretty troublesome gang. Man, some of the attack patterns of the Pontiff knights is friggin' ruthless. Come on guys, get him. That takes care of that. And get the Pontiff curved sword. Let's see. Nope, we gotta go at the top and jump down there. But first there's an illusionary war here, which gives a clutch ring, a magic clutch ring, which is almost a must for sorcery builds to max out their potential in spells. And we're gonna drop down from the middle here to get the last item, which is Ring of the Sun's Firstborn. So I'm inside the boss area now, guys. I did die a couple of times, so I had to rush through the area again and didn't bother with the enemies. So you can see I also did some fashion souls and did some edits on the character. This is Pontiff Sulyvahn, you guys. Yeah, not having the best of success with these boss fights, and my patience is running low, so I friggin' summoned Henry of Astora and Blackhand Gutted, and I had enough of this friggin' piece of trash. So this is it. He's gotta go down now. I'm gonna be pretty embarrassed. Finally. So that was the bugger known as Pontiff Sulyvahn. On the next episode we're gonna try and take out a new Lord of Cinder, which is gonna be interesting. So this has been Limit of Londo. Thank you guys for watching. As always, stay classy.